Taking my time to give you detailed information on the common errors that doesn't require repair whenever you're doing installation. Today, I want to show you one of those errors. Like I mentioned, the error in the charge controller, the error in the inverter, the error in the panels, and all those things, including the one of batteries. Most of them do not require the attention of an installer or a professional engineer. There are things you can handle on your own. Just like when you see the inverter not charging, there are specific things that can be done by you without inviting anybody to come and cross-check for you. So today I want to show you one of those things that happens to the inverter that makes them not to bring out output to the house. And when you see such thing, you will watch this video and see how you can troubleshoot it on your own without involving a technician. As a matter of fact, it saves you cost, and when you do that professionally, you will enjoy your system for a very long time because the efficiency of it will be there for you, and the rules of use and tear, that is where they can equally be eradicated. So let me now show you the sample of what I mean. Look at this inverter now. See this inverter. If you look at this system, you can see that there is no input and there is no output. If you go further to see, you see that the screen, sometimes the screen will go blank, meaning that there is battery existing. Just like you can see, it is indicating fault. This is actually indicating fault, but it is not a fault per se. This simply means that there is existence of battery and the battery is at low states. How do I mean? The battery voltage is low, and all you require to do about it is to boost your battery. How do that happen? Is either you power it with external source to get the batteries charged, or you make sure that the charge controller is properly connected in order to allow the voltage from the panel to be deposited in the batteries. So looking at these batteries now, you see they are on and the system is on. The next thing you have to check is, when you look at a system like this, don't rush to call a technician or asking for somebody to come and help you. All you need to do, first of all, you look at the cables, make sure that they are properly connected. Make sure that they are properly connected and there is no partial contact anywhere. When that is done, looking at me now, you see how I'm going to solve this particular problem. Currently, there is no power source to the house and it is not bringing output. All I need to do is, after I have cross-checked all this thing that I said, I will ensure that I turn on my system. Look at how that is done. You see this? Because they just invited me that this thing is not giving output to the house, and because of the error code or the fault that is being indicated. So I have to look at the system. This is 3000 watts. Let's look at this. So I will turn on my system, come down to the switch. Look at this switch here. We do what? You see the off button, you see the on. I will turn it on. You can see the sound, it pops in. The fault is still indicating. So now you see the fault is indicating, now the battery is on. Immediately the system switched on, you can see the fault disappears. Looking at it, this is the output, and the inverter will start charging. Why it does like that is because this is a hybrid inverter, so already there is existence of solar panel that is charging the system. So now you look at this is AC, there is no input coming. You see this, the charging is going on. You can see the percentage of charge of what we have here. So what we are going to do now is we go back to the house. The charge has to indicate. So from the onset of this now, you can see the system is completely off. What we have to do is we turn on the switch. Basically, you see because the whole of this is blank. Enclosure like this, it doesn't work. So first thing, you have to go down to this place. The inverter will come on. Now that it is on, see there is no inputs, there is no output. Allow it, after a time it will switch on. By the time it switches on, the fan. We also check the temperature of the environment, and the output system will come on. From here now you see that the fault has disappeared, no longer faults because the output is here. So let's just go to the house so that you see that it has actually generated output to the house. So currently, as you see, it is off. Now that the output is on, you just look at this. The light is here. So now it has come on. We go to another point. You see the system is already working. So this is a proof that the error can actually be handled by you. Come down here, you see another one. Another one. The switch. Turn on the switch. You can see it is now working. It's already working. So anytime you have something like this or a fault like this, you don't really need to call an installer or a technician to come and check. All you need to do is ensure you observe all these techniques that I showed you. Observe the process. By watching this video like you did, you can actually solve this problem without involving anybody. Thank you for watching this video. Like, share, comment, and equally share to people that are learning about solar so that can know that these faults are easily traced and can be corrected without anybody spending money on it. See you in my next video.